Finally, I want to talk to you about climate change if I can. I think many of you know that recently there was a resolution passed in the unique and wonderful way that is done in New Hampshire. It's in here in my pocket. Town meeting 2007, 121 towns passed a resolution, 9 towns defeated it, and 45 more towns are going to vote on very soon. New Hampshire climate change resolution, basically they want the issue of climate change addressed. I do too. I think the time has passed when we argue about whether climate change is real or not. The question that we can argue about is whether climate change, how serious it is. I believe that we need to act and we need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and I believe we can do it in a fashion that's economically profitable and beneficial. I'm not asking Americans to make huge sacrifices. I think we need to go to ethanol because ethanol makes sense when oil is $60 a barrel and it reduces greenhouse gases. I think we need to go to nuclear power, and I think we need to do it heavily, and I know that that is controversial. But my friends, we all imitate the French. The French, 80% of their electricity is generated by nuclear power. It's not a problem that's scientific. It's a problem that's psychological. And if you really want to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, I think that nuclear power has to be part of it. So I believe that we can make it profitable for companies, corporations, industries, and individuals to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. General Electric, the world's largest corporation, 3 years ago made a commitment to develop green technologies, clean green technologies, and they're working, and they are, and they're making profits. So I'm not asking for huge sacrifices, but I am asking you this. I'm just asking you this one question. Suppose that I am wrong. Suppose that John McCain and the majority of scientific opinion in the world is wrong, and that there's no such thing as climate change taking place, and we adopt these green technologies. We reduce greenhouse gas emissions. We bring this pollution under control. And then what we have done is left a better world for these children right here. But suppose I am right, and we are right, and we do nothing. Suppose we are right that climate change is taking place, and we do nothing. Then what kind of a world are we leaving this young man in front of me here? So don't you think we ought to take this seriously, take the National Academy of Scientists seriously and others, and at least continue the debate, but in the meantime, be on the safe side, and that is through economic incentives, through the profit motive, through the free enterprise system, reduce the emission of greenhouse gases so that we can guard against a world that may be very, very seriously warmed because of the effects of man-made activities, man-generated activities, which are greenhouse gas emissions.